This is some of the strongest wind I've ever felt in California. This is a result of that very powerful atmospheric river that's coming ashore here in California. Several parts of the state feeling hurricane force gusts like this. It's gusty here near Grapevine into the 80-mile-per-hour range. Of course, that's very dangerous with the power grid. These power poles are leaning back and forth. Nearby Interstate 5, semis at risk and high-profile vehicles from flipping over with this very powerful wind as well. Keepers dodging tumbleweeds, the least of the problems. This is a multifaceted storm. Not only this very strong wind in certain areas, but also several feet of snow in the mountains, and the biggest impact likely the rain. A lot of rain, several inches of rain coming with this atmospheric river in places like Los Angeles and Santa Barbara that can cause catastrophic flooding. We're covering this for Weather and Radar near Grapevine, California. I'm Jonathan Petramala. This is not something you see very often. The Los Angeles River raging. It is literally leaving its banks in spots. It's at the brink, and that's what we're seeing all throughout Southern California. It's been a very steady and moderate rainfall, pushing things to the brink, but not quite over. But it is dangerous, especially along rivers and streams here in Southern California that have risen rapidly with several inches of rain falling, including just to our north in Ventura. We saw a man having to be rescued trapped along a bank underneath the 101 freeway. Firefighters showing an incredible technical ability to use a ladder truck, lower a firefighter down, grab that man, and lift him to safety. The potential for catastrophic and life-threatening flash flooding still remains for the next couple of days here in Southern California. This is not the time to lower your guard. Things can, as you can see, rapidly get out of control with this amount of water, especially in a place like Southern California that's not used to anything like this very powerful and potent atmospheric river. What you're looking at is the result of a very dangerous debris flow that happened overnight here in Studio City. Giant boulders and debris crashing through someone's home, bringing their belongings and pushing their cars across the street and stacking them up. The force required from this is just terrifying, especially overnight.
It happens frequently, yes. It's you know, I think just areas that there's not that much vegetation. Gets soaked like this, she just goes.
This street here in Studio City became a river, just like it is now, continuing to shove boulders and debris down the street, people's belongings a quarter of a mile away. The soil is so saturated with this atmospheric river that is dumping trillions of gallons of water. And the mountains here in Santa Monica are very susceptible to this kind of erosion. And so we are seeing so far isolated areas where landslides, mudslides, and debris flows like this are occurring, and that's going to be a continued danger over the next couple of days as the rain continues to fall here in the Los Angeles area. A skid steer working to clear the mud and try to unbury some of the cars that were caught up in this mud flow that came in from the hills. There's been so much moisture from this atmospheric river event. The ground is so saturated, and the hillsides and mountainsides are just letting go. Sometimes sending boulders down the hill, other times just a mountain of mud, literally. Several homes are impacted by this. People are evacuated and are having to go find someplace else to live.
It started coming in and it started filling up on the door. Like the top house, the landslide just started coming down. Our 3 cars up there are buried in mud.
Was there any like warning, or did it just happen?
No, it just kind of started happening. I came home and saw it happening, and I walked up this hill in the couple foot of mud.
The rainfall rates aren't extreme, but they're persistent, and the ground is saturated, and this is going to be a danger that people are going to have to be concerned about, at least for the next couple of days here in the Los Angeles area. In Beverly Hills, California, for Weather and Radar, I'm Jonathan Petramala.